Hello Wastelanders, Wanderer here. Welcome back to Fallout 4 Horizon, brand new playthrough. And if you're wondering where I've been, mostly I have been playing World of Warcraft, in case you're curious. Playing Classic. I made my own guild there, have been doing a lot of stuff with that. Really had a blast doing it, but I definitely have been neglecting my channel this year because of that. A couple of things to note before I get into this and start talking about Horizon and Fallout 4 and everything else. Number one, I am playing with speakers right now because my headset is broken. The left side is no longer working, and playing with one ear is awful. It's really, really bad. It's almost as bad as playing with speakers. Now, speakers are a little bit better, but it's annoying as hell. But what you should know basically is that you might hear some audio bleeding through onto the microphone track from my speakers, and if you do, it might sound a little bit echoey. I have the sound on the speakers turned down pretty far, just enough that I can barely hear it, pretty much. And in addition to that, I'll sync it up as well as I can to make sure that the audio tracks align so that it's not sounding echoey, but you might have a tiny bit of echo. I just want to let you know that that's what that is in case you hear it, in case it bugs you. It's not you. There is actually a slight echo. I recorded a bit and checked it, and I don't think you guys will notice it really. Doing good so far on the bugs. Our goal here is to get through the vault section, not take any damage. These bugs do quite a bit of damage. They're not the harmless little buggers that you're normally used to. They do quite a lot of damage, and I want to make sure we get through this, taking the minimal amount possible. I am currently spec'd for like min-max melee basically, which is maximum agility, maximum strength, max intelligence for more experience. So we'll get as much benefit out of the vault section as we can, and then we're going to respec to a more sniper-oriented build. Whether or not I go sniper or like commando, I'm not sure yet, but either way, we'll be going for that kind of a build. They're pretty much the same build as far as stats go, special stats. So to get into Horizon, what is Horizon? Why should you play it? Why is it such a big deal? Why does everybody play it? Horizon is a total game overhaul for Fallout 4, and it touches on pretty much every aspect of gameplay that there is. It is much more challenging than the base game. It is much more immersive as well. It's also, I think, a lot more rewarding. Doing good so far. We want to lure these guys over. We want to get into caution, basically, lure them over, and then smack them. Just using the caution mechanic to get them over here, and then we'll just smack them as they come around the corner. If you do it quickly, because there's like a half second before they actually realize that you're there. Come on, my dude. It's over here. There we go. Come on, buddy. Come on over here. Where'd you go? You ran away. Oh shit, there's two. There's two. Not good. Took one hit there. That's not terrible, you know, but you can see that one little hit was a lot of damage. And the thing with Horizon, the enemies in Horizon, they, like the rad roaches, they just go nuts. Like in the base game, they'll hit you like once and then it's not a big deal. In Horizon, they just spam attack the crap out of you. And you don't always stagger them like that, so it can be really, really bad. I could turn my speaker volume down a little bit because I know it's about to get real loud in the game whenever I open the vault door. It's going to be music blaring and all that good stuff. I don't want to bleed through too much for you guys. Did I mention that already? My speakers? If I didn't, yeah, I'm playing on speakers because my headset is dead. And yeah, I'm not going to get a new one until tomorrow, and by that time I will probably have recorded like 3 or 4 episodes of this. So yeah, if you hear some bleed through, I apologize. I'll do my best to minimize it in the editing, but that's, you know, it's not you, it's me. Cannot wait to get my headset back. I hate having to talk on Discord when I don't have a headset. If you're one of those people that uses speakers for Discord, shame on you. Your audio bleeds through and it gives horrible feedback, typically. It's not great. It's also really weird hearing my voice without the noise reduction of my headphones. My headphones are noise canceling, so like I don't really hear myself talk very much, which means I probably will be talking more lightly. I think I raise my voice quite a bit whenever I have my headphones on. My throat's also a tiny bit sore. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure I had COVID, and not even so much my chest, but like, or not my throat, but like my chest and into my throat is a bit sore, and it kind of hurts. It's not great. Real quickly, let me go over my build before we get in the wasteland here. So 3 strength, that is 4 armor, so we can make better armor for ourselves. We're not going power armor. We might use it a little bit in the beginning, but we're not going to go power armor for our main build. Perception, we're going to go with 7 to start for technologist, but we will want to max it eventually because the sniper, deadeye, and hitman perks are all excellent perks, and they'll do great damage later on with our build once we're using VATS. Endurance of 2 just for a survivalist. That's pretty much all we want in here is survivalist and hunter. More health is always better, but at the end of the day, you still have to heal that health back up in Horizon. So it's, you know, you can have more health, but ultimately you have to be able to heal yourself. So that's the limiting factor. Charisma. I've normally skipped charisma, but I'm going to go with 6 this time so I can get local leader. And nice thing about charisma I found is that you get settlers a lot quicker. I didn't realize this, but in Horizon, your charisma score really matters in terms of getting settlers to your settlement. It makes a big difference. So, intelligence, we're going to go with 8 for robotics expert. I'd like to go 9 just so I can get the science skill here on nuclear physicist, but it's just we don't have enough points. We're going to go with 3 agility for sneak. We might dump more points into this later on. Be able to get things like Action Girl. Mr. Sandman is also really good. There's some generally pretty good talents in the agility tree. It's just that they aren't quite as good as other perks. For luck, we're going to be maxing it, but not at the start. We're going to basically use luck as our dump perk point tree. So we're going to put as much into luck as we possibly can, but yeah, we can't put all 10. I would if I could, because these are all really good perks, like 5% crit there, better VATS, crit chance, refresh reaction points, better crits, or critical banker, which means like, yeah, more crit damage, better crits, which means more crit chance and more crit damage. Like from 6 and on, these are all perks we want to max out in the end game for sure. But we're just not going to have enough points. All right, real quickly, let's respec Nora here. Get rid of her big old beefy arms. Give her 7 perception, 2 endurance. Removing a whole bunch of agility here. Giving her 6 charisma, 8 intelligence, 3 agility, and then the rest just goes into luck. So that's about as good as we can go. In case you're wondering what she looks like, she is the standard Nora that I normally use. It's from a mod, I think, called Natural Mom. I modify her ever so slightly, but she pretty much just looks like Nora. So we're done. Let's exit the vault and get into the wide world. I don't know what it is, but every once in a while I just really itch for a Horizon type playthrough, or Frost, one of the two. Lately it's been Horizon. All those teasers that Zawano's been posting for 1.9 of Horizon have really got me wanting to play again. I also really want to play Cyberpunk, but, you know, we got a month or so to go for that yet. absolutely cannot wait for that game. I know you guys are excited too. I'll stop talking about it so you don't keep pining for it, you know? So, talking about Horizon a bit more, the biggest overhauls to the gameplay have to do... Well, I mean, combat's really big, like, really has been overhauled a lot, but to make it a lot more challenging. Scarcity is a big thing in Horizon. Everything is a lot more scarce. Even if you just play on the base version, it's a lot more scarce. But if you play it on Desolation mode and Outcast difficulty, things become very, very, very scarce and much harder to craft, and they require a lot more materials, a lot more skill points. Like, everything's just more difficult in general with survival mode and Desolation on. It's really tough. This is not something I'd recommend. Like, if you're just picking up Fallout 4, just play the base game. Just play the base game, enjoy it. We got a power armor piece in there. Just play the base game and enjoy it. Don't, like, overly stress yourself with, you know, trying to play it on this version with Horizon and stuff. Horizon's great, but I really think you should just play through the base game and have fun with that before you start adding a whole bunch of mods. Every time I look on a forum somewhere and somebody asks, you know, I just picked up Fallout 4, you know, what mod should I get? None. Just play the base game. It's a great game by itself. You don't need any mods to enjoy it. And it's a game that really begs you to have multiple playthroughs of it. As are most Bethesda games, I think. You know, we can all agree on that most Bethesda games lend themselves very, very well to being played multiple times. So play the base game, enjoy yourself, and then afterwards, you know, think about what you felt the shortcomings were for the game and how you want to address them in terms of mods. Let's go ahead and take our baton off the binding here, put our tire iron on the binding, and we're going to also... we got a 45 pipe revolver. Gonna run over to the little root cellar over here before we start anything else. I recommend that you do that for Horizon. There is a root cellar, kind of a little basement survival bunker back behind this blue house here in Sanctuary, and it has a Vault-Tec training manual, which is something that you'll find rarely in Horizon that gives you a free perk point, as well as a magazine, a random magazine, and some other stuff that's down here. So yeah, right back here, get the root cellar. That training manual is really important because your first perk point, in my opinion, especially on Desolation mode, your first perk point should 100% go into Hunter to be able to get meat off of animals. You still won't get a lot of meat, but you'll get a lot more than you would without it, and that's going to be very important. Also some bandages, some antiseptic, some other basic stuff around here that you're going to want. There is all of that stuff. Got it. I'm going to go ahead and use that before I forget. So there's a training manual. It's under aid section. So we pop that and go back in. Free perk point. We're going to get the hunter skill. So if you notice from this, you get plus 20 hunting skill per rank. So like previous Fallout games and Skyrim and stuff too, you gain skill through leveling, both through leveling by using perks and also from just doing things. So like if I lockpicked this, if I had the skill to pick it with a lockpick, I would get some skill for that. Not a lot, but you know, it adds up over time. We don't have the skill to pick it right now, so we're using explosive charges, which is something that gets added in here. Urban Artist is like the worst thing we could possibly get there, by the way. It's like the worst magazine ever. It's really unfortunate. But it is what it is. You know, we're going to roll with it, I guess. Ammunition guy would have been great. That way I could have made some ammo right away, but, you know, that's how these things go sometimes. But yeah, let's go ahead and get our mute fruit there before we scrap them. So we need to go through here and take care of the bloat flies and stuff. I'm going to try to kind of stealth through it. Hit him with some stealth sneak attacks. In the past, I've been really ultra conservative with ammo. I still am going to be really conservative with ammo, but I'm going to try my best to not take any damage here. Because even bloat flies in the beginning, man, they really hurt. Outcast multiplies your damage taken by 3.5 times, and stuff really, really hurts. It is no joke. Oh, hello, bloat fly. And we're gonna be in combat already. No, 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 no. Okay, I'm running away. That seems silly, probably to you guys, but it is no fun in the early game. Like, you take a lot of damage. The problem in Horizon is not that you're going to get bursted down. Like, I'm not worried about him hitting me and just dying. That's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is the fact that I won't be able to heal myself. Go get him, Codsworth. Go get him. I already hit him once. Go finish him off. If I can get some VATS hits on him, I will. What? Why do I have 0 chance to hit? That's a bug? Like a game bug? Yeah, for whatever reason I could not hit him. No, go away, Codsworth. I'll talk to you later. He is most likely just going to get in the way when I'm doing this stuff, so I don't really want to talk to him just yet. I'm going to wait for this guy to come back and be in nice lined up there. There we go. Got a nice clean kill on him. Other two in here I should be able to kill with my tire iron. Let's sneak up here. Took one hit there, unfortunately. Something else that a lot of people don't realize is in VATS, you take a lot of reduced damage. You take like 90% reduced damage, so Horizon removes that completely. You just take full damage, I'm pretty sure. So like VATS is not this giant big advantage. Your chance to hit is not reduced like it is in Frost, fortunately, which is a different survival mod that changes the game in very different ways. Let's talk to Codsworth real quick here and get that done.
Miss Nora, just tending the gun.
Codsworth.
You're still here.
He's...
Nate's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
Sean's been kidnapped.
Who cares about Sean? I feel fine.
A bit of that means you...
I didn't skip it on accident this time.
Right. Stay with me, pal. Focus.
Gotta get him through this dialogue here. Again, if you have never played Fallout 4 and you're watching this, you're probably watching the wrong playthrough.
Thanks for trying.
If you want like a story-driven type of
Thanks for your
playthrough,
help.
you know, play the game yourself, in my opinion, honestly. Like, I mean, maybe you can't afford it or something, but like really, it's worth it. Get on sale or something. The game is worth it. Just play the game yourself, guys. It's really, really good. Before you come and watch a Horizon playthrough, you know? Need this guy to spawn. Can probably just smack him, but he's glowing. Oh, we took so much damage there. I should not have tried to hit him with this. I didn't realize it was going to be a big, freaking, massive, glowing one that was going to do that much damage to me. Oh well, what's the saying? Hindsight's 20/20. Already got a crit build up, so I don't have to worry about using VATS if I don't want to. I am going to now... Can I just hit V? No, I can't. I have to hit the workbench itself. Gotta go and hit the workbench to get access to Sanctuary. I will be using the scrap all console command. There's a way you can do it in Horizon that just scraps everything for you, but it's not quite perfect. It takes a long, well, not a long time, but it takes a while before it actually scraps everything for you. And I just, guys, I just want to get it done, you know? I'm impatient. I've played this game. Oh, don't scrap it. Store it. I've played Fallout 4 for, you know, well over 3,000 hours at this point. I've played a lot. I know what I'm doing. I know what I want to do. I don't want to spend 40 minutes manually scrapping everything in Sanctuary. I used to do it because people got upset and saying, "Oh, you're cheating using console commands." But get over it. This game is really, really hard on this mode with Horizon. Furthermore, your time is slowed down when you're in Horizon or when you're in a settlement that you own to be like, time doesn't pass basically. So I'm not really losing anything. I'm going to go ahead and scrap that because I hate it. I hate how it looks. Yeah, we do a scrap all. If you want to do it with Horizon, to do it a little bit more immersively, you can go into utilities here and put down a scrap cleanup station, which requires almost nothing to build, and it will scrap everything in the settlement for you automatically, just like I did there. Go ahead and use a bandage here to heal up the health we've lost. But yeah, I just want to get through. Just want to get through this. I'm gonna build a basic building here. I'll just make a wood floor. Don't know if that was my stomach growling IRL or if it was in the game. Probably IRL. I haven't eaten anything yet today. I'm actually stuck at home. Been living off of delivery pretty much, which sucks because let me tell you, this town doesn't have much for delivery. It's basically, do you want pizza or do you want subs? And they both come from pizza places. So yeah, it's not ideal at all. But yeah, my car's been in the shop for like a week. It's just been like a really shitty month for me, guys. I'm not gonna lie. My car's broken down 3 times. 3 times. It's an old Ford Taurus, and it is at the end of its life, pretty much. It needs to be replaced, but you know, like it. I keep thinking every time it goes back in the shop, I keep thinking, oh, you know, okay, this time it'll stay, it'll be okay for a while, but it lasts for like a couple weeks, and then something else breaks on it. So far, I've had to replace the alternator. And the a part for the transmission is what it's currently in for. Broke down. It was leaking transmission fluid and it had to be replaced. Not the whole transmission, thankfully. If it was the whole transmission, I would just scrap it because it's from 2002. It is not worth investing lots of money into, but this was like a cheap part. They just had to order it online, so it's taking a while to get there. Taking its sweet time. Come on. Want a door, just a regular door. Where's my regular door at? There it is. So yeah, I just want a reliable vehicle again, man. Don't realize how much it sucks to not have a vehicle until you don't have one, right? Like I joke around like, oh, I could just totally sell my car and just be a hermit and like just live in my house and never leave it, but and maybe I could if there was a Grubhub. If you could get like a food delivery around here that's not pizza, but like, man, nothing but pizza, it gets old real fast, let me tell you. Much as I did the wrong type of wall there. That needs to be windowed so we can see outside, so it's all pretty. Yeah, it gets old really quick. But yeah, I've pretty sure I've had COVID as well. I still have a sore throat and a sore chest. I ran a fever for like a week and a half straight. It was never super severe, and I'm very, very lucky in that I can work from home, so I've been doing that. But yeah, my throat is still pretty sore, and just talking a lot here. I can feel it, like it's like I want to cough basically. So maybe I won't record a ton today because I'm just gonna have to be coughing and stuff, and that's no fun. I don't want to end up making it worse, you know. Thought I was 100% over it, but apparently not. Alright, there's that. We need to attach some stairs to that. Let's do some barn stairs. Do some half stairs like this. And we can just do one of these things. This is my standard barn, by the way. If you've never seen my videos before, I make this barn like every single Horizon playthrough. It's my base of operations. It's not like super amazing looking or anything, but I like it. You know what? I like it, and it makes me feel at home. I really want this to be the other way like that. There we go. So one thing we're going to do, a little trick here, is we're going to pull that wall out and then attach a roof to it. You cannot attach roofs like that. Roofs? I guess roofs is not really a word, is it? It'd be roofing. You cannot attach roofing like that. What I should be saying. Normally you cannot attach roofing like that. But with the wall out there, you can. So yeah, I've got a little porch here. We're going to make a one of these bad boys as well. Give it some support. Should be fine. Need some stairs as well. You don't know I'm using the place anywhere or place everywhere mod. I forget what it's called like every single time. I'm using that mod to be able to do stuff like you saw right there. I am enabling and disabling surface snapping. So when you disable surface snapping, which is F2 by the way, if you're using the that mod, it allows you to place things further into the ground, and you know, you can more easily. I kind of want to put another pole right there. It's kind of bothering me, but oh well, it's fine. Yeah, it allows you to place stuff further down. Cannot place stuff like that without a lot of shenanigans and annoyance normally. Okay, we're just looking for a basic immersive barn here that we can set up. Let's do another roof on the back here. I think the reason I like this so much is because it's something that I'm pretty sure I came up with it myself. I mean, I'm sure, like, I'm not the first to have done it like this. I'm sure others have as well. But, you know, I didn't, like, watch a no respawns video and go, you know, oh, I'm gonna copy that. No, like, I found this out myself. It's my own. It's mine. My own way of building, and I feel special for have, I don't know, discovered it or whatever, even though I'm sure other people have done this numerous times. I'm not claiming I'm original or anything here, but because it was something I discovered myself, I feel a little bit more special for having it. I'm gonna build a little area for our generators over here. That might be a little bit too far out, actually. Yeah, we're gonna have floating foundations. That's gonna bug me. So we'll just do it like this. And let's just do some wooden railings here. Some crappy wooden railings. I had this really complex thing where I had like one of these wooden bridges, one of these things coming out here to it, which looked really cool in the last playthrough I did, but it was a real pain in the ass to do it, so this is good enough. This is fine. I'm not looking to spend massive amounts of time customizing. There's another thing that you can do, by the way, is you can turn the workshop snap grid on, and what that does is it aligns your items that you place to your workshop grid, so it's going to be all lined up nicely. You don't have to sit there using your left and right click forever trying to line things up manually. That is one of my kind of essential mods, I think, for any playthrough. That is clipping pretty bad. I'm kind of surprised. Kind of surprised that it let me even place it there without telling me that it was... Which I can place anything anywhere. That's the point of the place anywhere mod. But surprised it let me do it without telling me, hey, you're out of whatever. You're not lined up properly. So I want one more thing here, which is, well, we'll do it later. I don't have the crystal right now to make the recruitment beacon, so I'm not going to worry about it. I don't think I do. Let me check real quick. I'm almost positive I haven't gotten one yet. I really doubt I got one randomly. I did get one randomly. Okay, never mind. I'm wrong. I did get one randomly. All right, so you know what? We'll just put it back here. We're going to put it back here, too. Yeah, back here is fine. Come on, stop. There we go. Attach that. There we go. So we'll get some settlers in here randomly, most likely, which is cool. With a 6 charisma score, we should have settlers flocking to our settlement fairly regularly. So I'll go ahead and build a couple beds in here just in case we get them, so that keeps them happy, relatively happy anyway. I'm gonna do some bunk beds. Bunk beds, unfortunately, or beds in general, do not snap properly, which is unfortunate. Yeah, there's our basic barn set up. Like I said, it's nothing spectacular, but I think it looks nice. It looks immersive. I don't know, it just looks like home to me. Looks fun. So yeah, there it is. Copy it if you want to. I'd feel honored if you did, but I would not feel bad if you didn't, because it's nothing special. Nothing compared to the things that, you know, Oxhorn and all those other guys create. So we need to make a couple things here. We have a couple of our workbenches already stored. Need to make a few additional ones as well. The first is a tech lab. Tech lab is extremely important for Horizon. Second is a weapons lab, also very important. That's how we craft ammo in Horizon, which Horizon does feature ammo crafting. Also want to place down my weapons workbench, which, where are you at? Weapons workbench. It's going to be a fair ways in here, it looks like. There we go. We already have one of these. Did I not get my... apparently I scrapped it on accident. Oh well. Oh well. We'll use this one then. There's that. And then what next? Armor workbench. We have one of these. That's good. One of those. We have a power armor station. See how nicely I can like move around and stuff and position it without it being, without it turning and being, you know, off center or whatever you want to call it. I want a cooking stove, a chemistry station, need a resource station as well, which that's in the utility section over here in the architect. Architect is, of course, the like Horizon, is really important for Horizon, put it that way. Where do I want this at? Probably over here. You know what? I think I want to put this over a bit. Put it in the corner here because it sticks out more. I don't know why, but that kind of bothers me that it sticks out more. I'd rather have it more in the corner if it's going to stick out like that. We also need a mailbox. You receive mail occasionally in Horizon, so I'm going to put a mailbox out here at front. Might sink that in a little bit so it looks a little bit more immersive. It's not going to be floating at all. Like, that's good. And finally a command table, I think, and then that should be about it. Don't think I need any more crafting benches here, so command table should be fine right over there. You can put it over here too, but I like to have this space kind of open. That should be good. Yeah, this looks pretty damn good, guys. I'm happy with this, so let's get a save in real quick. Let's sort our inventory here real quick as well. We're going to be using our 9mm. Got an okay 38, but I vastly prefer the SMG. It's much easier to shoot. If I had a, got a Raider piece too from in that bench over there. If I had a, oh, I forgot to make something. If I had a regular, like non-degrade or deteriorated weapon, 38 pistol, I would use that instead. But if they're both going to be a little bit deteriorated and degraded, I would prefer to just go ahead and use the SMG. SMG is very, very nice. There you go. Snap grip was not working for a second there. This is the farming workbench. It's used to make composting and stuff. Let me grab anything I need to out of here. Like, you know, some of this stuff we can make into, in fact, a lot of this stuff I think we can make into ground meat later on. So I'm gonna leave it in here for now. Dumping the majority of my stuff into here. I want the 10mm and the 38 rounds and the 9mm rounds. Those are all useful. Let's get our stuff bound here. So we've got our SMG can go on 2, our sidearm on 3, our tire iron on 1. Gonna check the mailbox real quick because I want to start the mail cycle, basically. And you'll get new mail every 24 hours in game hours. And you'll get a couple mails pretty early on from a guy named Crazy Eddie who sends you stuff occasionally. And it's very, very useful stuff. So, all right, so we're in good shape now. We've got our basic apparel on. I don't know why I have these in my inventory, so whatever, it's fine. Got our backpack on. We're gonna run over to. I think we're gonna get dog meat real quick over here. I don't know. I might go and get the machete before I even go into Red Rocket to get dog meat. So down in Concord, you can go to the workhouse, and there is a machete you can pick up. Or not the workhouse. It's the speakeasy. You go to the speakeasy, which is a place a lot of people don't even know exists. People don't realize it exists at all in the game. But if you go there, you go upstairs. There were some crazy shenanigans that happened as the world was ending, basically. No idea. I think it's kind of just a funny thing that Bethesda put in there because I figured that nobody would go in there, or very few people would. It's kind of an Easter egg thing. It might be a reference. I don't know. Like it's probably a historical reference to something. Like probably something freaking crazy happened, like related to that. Like some guy chopped a guy's head off or something. You know. Probably something of that nature. I'm going to just sneak back behind here. We're going to let Preston engage those guys. We're not going to fight them, though. They can just go fight Preston. So yeah, we're going to speakeasy here. We're going to grab everything inside of here. We're going to maybe get lucky with the safe and pop it open as well. If you need a crystal early on to be able to make your recruitment station, there's a camera right there. So that's very, very useful to know. If you're looking for a camera for your first recruitment station, you're struggling to find one, or you're looking for a crystal, struggling to find one early game, there's a guaranteed spawn right there. A lot of times you'll get one, you'll find a camera or something similar, or a crystal decanter or something like that. You'll find one in when you're scrapping stuff in Sanctuary, but if you don't, there it is. Alright, so I'm going to try to blow this safe up real quick with my explosive charges. Probably not going to work. I don't know if there's like a 50-50 chance or what. Oh, we got it. Well, okay. Got some 9mm, which isn't bad. There's some stuff downstairs here I want to get. Another thing that people don't... Well, something that kind of... It always bothered me in Fallout 4, and in Bethesda's game in general, like, there's a lot of world clutter, which is there for immersion, and I like the fact that you can just go and pick up this tin can or whatever if you want to. But it usually isn't like all that useful. You know, Horizon, one of the goals of Horizon is to make everything in the world useful and needed, and like, you don't have to think about whether or not you should pick up something. You just pick it up. Pick up everything. Right? Like, everything is useful. Been very good luck so far. Like that fishing rod. Ooh, we got a nice 9mm/10 mil. That's really good luck. That one's totally broken. Well, okay, that kind of, let's put that on 2 then. Actually, no, yeah, let's put that on 2. Put this on 3. I'll use up my 9mm then with this thing because it's really good. Yeah, the main reason we're here, we're not going to do anything else in Concord just yet, besides kind of engaging those raiders and letting them fight against Preston, because he'll kill most of them by himself if you give him enough time. Yeah, this is the reason why we're here. There's a couple machetes, a couple mannequins sitting around, a headless skeleton in a bathtub. One of them has a plunger. And, yeah, I don't know, it's weird, man. It's a weird. XL there, too, which is going to be useful later on. More ammo, great. That's that 9mm. 9 and 10mm will be our bread and butter early game, because we got that nice 9mm pistol. I'll probably put a reflex sight on that. That'll be our early game weapon. It is unfortunate because it doesn't have much range. You don't want to go out the front here, by the way, because if you do, you're going to be right in the middle of the fighting going on between Preston and the Raiders. We're going to go out the back. Never going to get the hell out of Concord. But, yeah, it's unfortunate because it doesn't have much range, being a pistol and all. You can get, 200 plus range on even like a crappy pipe rifle. But, hey, it's going to be accurate, which is the most important thing. It's the most frustrating thing early on in Horizon is that if you use one of those -15, -20% deteriorated, degraded weapons, whatever, you're not going to be very accurate, and you're going to struggle to hit things. You're going to be right lined up perfectly with your shot, and then, oh, you just missed. It's really frustrating. So hopefully, yes, we're out of combat now. That's great. There's one more thing I want to check in Concord here, which is there's a house on the edge of town on the same street that intersects with the main street where Preston is. It doesn't have a door here. It's this one right here. This house has potentially a 5.56 sniper pipe rifle. It's not always a sniper rifle. It's not always scoped, but more often than not, it is. And there it is, beside this dead raider here. Also, just some goodies over here that we can take. Gas mask with goggles is pretty good early on. Salt shaker, I'll take all that stuff. It's great stuff. Go ahead and pop this safe open. You get a lot of magazines in safes, and magazines are used in conjunction with your perk points to be able to get high skill levels. And skill levels are what allow you to do things. So, like, for example, you need 20 lockpicking skill to open up advanced safes. You need 40 for expert, and I think you need 80 for master safes. So that's kind of how it goes, it just in general, like, your weapon skills are like very, very important. I got my machete now, so I'm gonna go ahead and bind my machete to 1. Scrap our tire iron later. The machete, by the way, if you didn't see, is 18 damage versus 15, quite a bit more. So yeah, obviously we don't have a lot of strength in this character, but 18 damage on a melee weapon for early game with a medium speed's pretty damn good. So we are going to get the hell out of here. Couple of mute fruit plants we can check over here. You want to get all these, by the way. Every plant that you see, you want to pick it, because we're going to turn that stuff into useful stuff later on. There's a fusion laser pistol. It's not bad either. And some armor on that guy. If you can't tell, I'm just basically going to all the places where I can get stuff without having any kind of conflict or trouble or anything. Just going wherever I can to gear myself up as best as I can before I start doing any like real adventuring or work. Because, Horizon's freaking hard. You have to scavenge stuff and, you know, be as careful as you can in the beginning before you really start exploring and stuff around Sanctuary, because you want to have as much of an edge as possible, and the extra damage reduction you get from these couple pieces of armor really does make a big deal, or really does make a big difference. You're going to take a lot less damage. And, you know, again, like in Horizon, the worry is often not that you're just going to like straight up die. You're not just going to get like 2-shot like you would in Frost, or 1-shot like you would in Frost. It's more that
Hey, boy.
you're going to have
What are you doing out here
issues
all by
where you
yourself?
can't heal yourself.
You want to come with me, pal?
Yeah, pick up dog meat here and just hang around in Red Rocket for a bit
Okay, then.
until the mole rats
Stick together.
spawn. Hopefully they spawn. Last time I played, I had some issues with that, but we should be okay. If you claim this workshop and scrap everything right away, you're going to have the unfortunate reality of not having any mole rats spawn for you, which we do want them to spawn because we definitely want the meat. 100% we need that meat. So, feels like Butcher Pete, right? What'd you find, buddy? Yeah, no, there's an drill injector there. Thank you. I'm going to scrap everything, so I wasn't going to pick it up just yet. Alright, so any second here... I don't know if this works or not, but I always smack the ground a bit. Hoping that will make the mole rats spawn. I don't think it makes any difference. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Pretty sure it's just a random chance from the spawn. Or it's just a... I think it's guaranteed chance for them to spawn, but I think it's just random, like what time they spawn or whatever. Or it just might be a bug script, I don't know. But yeah, we want to get all the meat that we can. So yeah, we're looking for those meat scraps, or the mole rat meat itself can be turned into scraps too. It's both good. So that's all those guys. I'm going to go ahead and claim this workshop. And I'm just going to go ahead and... Actually, before I scrap... Yeah, just go ahead and scrap all. What? Scrap. What? What is going on here? Scrap. Oh, there we go. Everything's scrapped. Again, you know, like I've scrapped this place a million times, so I'm not like too worried about people saying, "Oh, it's overpowered." What, you know? No, I know where everything is at. It's fine. I'm gonna take everything, and then we're gonna dump off some of the excess stuff here. Like, we're gonna dump off our wood, steel, rubber, maybe plastic too. We can transfer everything over to our primary workbench as soon as we have a cargo bot line set up, which we can do right away. It's not a big deal. Probably can just do some of these as well. Actually, military fatigues are pretty good. I'll probably use those over my jumpsuit. Okay, we can carry stuff now. Good. Just so you're aware that when you do that, you get a couple of purified water. You get 4 of them actually. And that comes, I don't know why this is the case, because like it doesn't scrap like all this stuff out here, obviously. It doesn't scrap the trees and stuff out here. But for whatever reason, when you do a scrap all over there, it doesn't scrap these, for example. But for whatever reason, it does scrap, or it does grab the water that's over here at the water tower. So yeah, just so you know, that's where that comes from. I need to drop like one thing here. Now we're good. I'm gonna run back and dump stuff off, and I think we're probably gonna end the episode here. Maybe, probably. I think we're at like an hour now, or 50 minutes or something like that. Close enough to the normal end time for my episodes that I'll go ahead and stop the episode here, and then we'll pick it up on the next one. So, yep, I'm gonna stop here, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.